Tesla stock is going through a very difficult time right now as it is still correcting and does not have the strength to make a decent reaction. Times like this are very delicate and complex because we see a lot of conflicting signals. For every single bearish argument that you can possibly present to me, I can show you another bullish argument refuting your idea and vice versa. So my own thesis is very clear and I will show it to you, but in this video I will also explain why this is such a difficult time and why it is so important to pay attention to what Tesla is doing right now. So stay with me because this video is going to be very good. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan, so let's start our analysis looking at Tesla's daily chart over here. Yes, obviously the trend is still bullish. We are still making higher highs, higher lows. Recently, last week, we broke the previous top level, making a new high, higher than the previous high over here. But although it seems like it was a false breakout in the end because we lost this key point over here, we lost the 277 support area and right now we are correcting, we still made a new high. So okay, the trend is still bullish. We are still above the 21 EMA, the exponential moving average, another good signal. Only if Tesla makes a new lower high, lower low, losing its support levels over here, then okay, Tesla is going to reverse the bullish sentiment over here and it is going to turn bearish on the daily chart. But as long as we don't see that happening, the bull trend will just remain bullish and that this movement over here is quite annoying. I do agree with you because it feels like Tesla is just being annoying. We are correcting this pullback over here, which is not even a sharp correction, right? It is just slowly dropping over here. Last week we made something like a sideways correction during the entire week, and right now we are finally dropping in a very, very slow pace. So, okay, we are doing a very slow, sluggish pullback over here, while the rest of the market actually corrected. The S&P approached the 21 EMA, the Nasdaq index is also approaching the 21 EMA over here. We don't see any major signal of strength. Yes, the S&P is trying to react, but guys, I don't see the S&P doing any meaningful reaction unless if we actually break the previous top level over here. Similarly, we see the Nasdaq index below the previous resistance at 15.2K over here, this black line up here, which was a previous top level from March 2022. Only by breaking this resistance level, I see the Nasdaq index actually resuming the bullish momentum over here, because the momentum on tech stocks is still mostly bullish, right? The Nasdaq index is clearly bullish as well. We are still above the 21 EMA. We have yet to see a lower low. Although we failed in breaking the previous top level over here, making a new high, a new higher high, we have yet to see a lower low. So the main trend is still bullish. It is a little bit weaker, but it is still bullish in the end. While Tesla, it is still incredibly strong. It is still incredibly bullish, but Tesla is not going to fly again unless if we see the indices breaking their resistances, unless if we see Tesla confirming a bottom signal over here, preferably around the 21 exponential moving average area down here. That would be a phenomenal bottom signal. That would be a great buy signal in my humble opinion. But right now, there is nothing else to do but wait for a proper movement, for a decent movement. Because without confirmation, there is nothing that a trader can do, right? Traders rely on confirmation, rely on chart and candlestick patterns. We don't see right now, there is not a single buy signal. There is not a single bullish signal on Tesla stock. And honestly, in my humble opinion, there is no technical evidence that this is going to happen. But I do have a hunch that even if Tesla corrects to the 21 EMA, that would be just a great signal because we have earnings. We have earnings in 8 days next week. And this could be a very good catalyst, the catalyst that Tesla needs in order to actually reverse and resume the bullish sentiment again. And before we analyze the weekly chart, guys, it is very important for us to understand. And I am trying to make you guys understand slowly. Some of you guys are still anxious, some of you guys still panic easily when you see Tesla dropping. But guys, pullbacks are okay. Pullbacks are normal, natural movements that happen every single time, alright? Every single time. Both trends are made of higher highs, higher lows. Eventually, we're gonna see new lows. But as long as these lows are higher than the previous lows, okay, it is still a bull trend. In fact, it is going to be just another buying opportunity. Period. Because we don't see a crystal clear bearish reversal structure on Tesla yet. So, yes, any pullback must be considered just as an opportunity to buy. Am I saying that Tesla is a buy right now? Well, to me, it is not a buy right now. Maybe to you, right? It all depends on your strategy, on your style, on your time frame, the time frame you are working with. If you are a long-term, mid-term, or even short-term kind of trader, that's totally okay, right? It all depends on your style. But to me, it is not a buy yet. I prefer to see Tesla dropping to lower levels. As a Tesla bull, I am telling you, I prefer to see a drop to lower levels because the risk-reward ratio will be more appealing when Tesla reaches a crystal clear support level. Remember, according to Dow theory, main trends have 3 phases. The first phase is the accumulation phase, where the smart money is buying. When the smart money is buying slowly, usually we see the volume increasing during this phase, and it is quite funny to see because retail investors, they usually miss the accumulation phase. Mostly because they don't understand it. They can't understand what is happening. They can't read the charts. They are still very anxious, very insecure. And when the accumulation phase ends, then the second phase begins, the public participation phase. When the retail traders realize that the stock is going up, that the stock is actually reversing, then they start buying. And it is quite curious to see that I can easily see this phenomenon happening in my channel, for instance. When Tesla is during an accumulation phase, usually people are not that interested on Tesla stock. They are, I just don't know, they are just too afraid. They don't want anything with it, but it is the best phase to enter. The most incredible trades, they all happen during the accumulation phase, not during the participation phase. Because right here, for instance, right here we saw an accumulation. Tesla was moving erratically in this area and then it started going up. Here was the public participation phase. Here is where the retail investors start to buy. And then what we see next, we see the exhaustion phase, when the smart money starts to sell, mostly to the retail traders who are still buying in this area, and then the stock starts to drop. Only then to begin a new accumulation phase and followed by another public participation phase. Right now, if you ask me, right now there is a decent chance that Tesla is starting to engage the third phase again, the exhaustion phase. And soon, eventually, we're going to see a new distribution phase again. And that's the most important critical moment for us because there, during the accumulation phase, is where we're going to see the most incredible opportunities ever. This is what always happens here in this market. So this is why it is very important for us to pay attention, to analyze this market very, very carefully. Now that you know this information, maybe you're gonna keep your eyes open, maybe you're gonna pay more attention, right? By the way, subscribe to this channel if you're not my subscriber yet. Now, let's analyze the weekly chart. Subscribe because I'm here every single day, right? To keep you guys updated on Tesla stock. So, on the weekly chart, we see that we are clearly correcting, right? We see a top signal over here. we see a crystal clear support level at 262, this black line over here. On the weekly chart, only if we lose the 262, I believe Tesla is going to engage a sharper pullback, a sharper correction, leading us to a bearish momentum. On the daily chart over here, it is going to possibly lose the 21 EMA on the daily chart as well. In this scenario, we could easily correct all the way down to the next support level, which is not 237, it is this support area over here around 240. Okay, this is my new support level on the daily chart that I am updating right here, right now on this video. So if we actually lose this support level at the 21 EMA, at the weekly chart over here, 262, then okay, we're gonna see a sharper correction. Maybe the idea that we are in an exhaustion phase is more realistic right now, right? Maybe we are actually in an exhaustion phase, but as long as we stay above these support levels, the bullish bias will just persist, all right? So, oh, and by the way, if you want to trade with me, if you want to capture these greatest movements on Tesla stock, join our Telegram channel. The link is in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, because there you will see the real Nathan, right? Because here in this channel, it is not about me, it is just about technicals. But on my Instagram, the situation is a little bit different, right? I can actually talk to you guys, I can actually answer your questions, and well, I think you guys are going to enjoy my Instagram account, alright? So thank you very much for your audience, my dear friends. I wish a lovely day. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Bye bye.